because everyone.
Basically, if you don't have a penis, don't hit on me.
Are you getting a golden shower?
I hope so.
What's wrong with you?
What?
As long as she's got.
What?
All right.
Wait! Do you know what that means?
I mean,
No.
You did say she, so that gives me hope. I'm just saying.
Otherwise, wait, what did I just say?
I gotta get up. I gotta walk away.
Man, when you're getting banged by a guy and like that guy's just hitting you and he's banging you hard.
Rolling popped by Cherry with, you know.
Join us now for organized chaos. Rolo can put down his vape. Join us now for organized chaos. Roman stands in an tape. Join us now for organized chaos. Rolo with his hot takes. Join us now for organized chaos. Hey Roman, let's debate. Rings of power can suck my nuts. My nuts. And Star Wars is in more than just a rush. Marvel shows, they really suck. Y'all make Loki look like a cuck. Welcome back to Organized Chaos. They just gave him a clip, and now they both look like simps. The anime titty pimps. That's what you get with Organized Chaos. With the chat that hits, getting all of the crits. It's Organized Chaos, moshing in the pits with the chat that hits. Yeah, it's Organized Chaos. The RoloRome cast.
What's up, chat? How we doing? Yeah, it's just me on the solo dolo Rolo Rome cast tonight, whatever the fuck, and that is the gayest thing that I've ever said. But yeah, no, tonight we are completely chilling, just me by myself. There's a couple trailers that I figured I'd go over because I'm busy Friday, and Roman has apparently a neurovirus. Like he was in Mission Impossible or something, and he got hit by a neurovirus. I don't know. I don't know if neurovirus is the correct term, but apparently Roman got hit by a neurovirus. So, yeah, tonight we're just going to be hanging out, going over a couple trailers, chilling. I'm going to see if anybody else really wants to join, if they have anything to say. But for now, I'm just going to be running the stream by myself. And I figured, screw it. We'll have some fun. So, we never got a chance to go over the Tron trailer. And also, let's all hope that Roman gets better soon. Because he's sick. He's not feeling well. He's got a boo-boo tummy, bro. And probably bubble guts. No one wants that. No one wants that. Sorry, I'm like checking the chat and doing other things at the same time. So I guess before I get into anything else, let me send an invite to a couple people and see what they're up to. Just see if I can get somebody in here to talk about this with me. Because I bet you he's free. Which is kind of rude, but that's not what I mean. And I'm sorry for audio listeners, because this is probably boring as fuck. But my bad. Just doing everything on my own at the moment. I hit Control V, not Shift V. There we go. Who else? you're online, so you might actually join. And fuck it. There you go, Pilgrim. I'm sorry I said fuck it before I actually did it. But yeah, I figured I'd go over the Tron Ares trailer, which I was a big fan of Tron Legacy. I know it's like some people hate it, some people love it, but one thing you can't deny is that soundtrack is peak. I will watch Tron Legacy anytime. If I went over to somebody's house and they were like, yo, we're going to watch Tron Legacy, I'd be like, bro, I'm already there. I'm already there. So I want to go over the Tron Legacy trailer and also the Mission Impossible trailer. And there's like one Andor spot that was kind of cool, like a TV spot. But I'm not going to go over anything Superman because, first of all, Roman does. I don't care. I could give a shit. I'm only going to pay attention to the box office and see if DC fails again. That's basically it. I really could care less. I've never been really a superhero guy. The only real, give me an hour and I can hop on for a bit. All right, cool. That sounds good. Hour-ish. All right, cool. I've just never been a big DC superhero person. Like, my favorites have always been, like, Spider-Man. Like, I grew up with Spider-Man comics coming in the mail with my dad's newspaper every week. And then my dad and I would read, like, Spider-Man comics. I just grew up with mostly Marvel characters, like Spider-Man, Thor, Iron Man. Who's that? There we go. What up, Crimson? I figured you might be available. I was going to text you first, but I just kind of had to hop on because I was finishing up grocery shopping. So I kind of ran home. I wanted to start at 6:30, so I kind of ran home, got this set up. This is the first time I started a stream, actually. Dude, I got home from – I went to a tattoo appointment today at 11 o'clock. I got home at like 5 o'clock. So she's
nice.
Look at that island, boys.
Is land because it is a land. Sorry, old joke from the magic table.
So, I mean, it's not actually red. That is just, it felt like this tattoo felt like I was being just painted with sunburn. That's how I like to describe this one.
Well, that doesn't sound very fun.
Actually, dude, I was I was up last night working on like an edit for myself, just because I was like making like an anime edit, and I was thinking about posting it on the Instagram. I probably don't even know if I will. But I was up really late, so I was exhausted, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna fall asleep while I'm getting tattooed." Like that's wild. Like I'm just laying there, like, because I had to lay there with my arm back. And I'm just laying there like this, and I was like, I might actually fall asleep, George. Like, I'm tired as fuck.
I think the craziest place I've ever fallen asleep, or the craziest place I've ever fallen asleep would have been in the like MRI machine while they were doing the scans.
Oh, dude, I would do that.
I almost fell asleep at a concert, and I'm not talking like a Jack Johnson concert. I'm talking about like a metalcore concert.
We just exhausted. Like, dude, I was like, that was the thing. I was.
Well, here's the thing: noise levels.
I was in this state where all I felt was that part of my arm. Like, I was just laying there, and we were listening to a podcast and his playlist because he plays music in the background, and we were just listening to that, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm actually like in a trance right now. All I feel is the sunburn on my arm. Like I'm just chilling. Like it was actually pretty great. We're listening to a podcast talking about, or it was actually Normal World. It's Dave Lando.
To answer the question, Pilgrim, I think I was in there for like 30, 40 minutes.
See, I was laying down for like 3 hours, 4 hours. And then I got up. And then we went over next door to see if this sub place was open, and it wasn't yet. We're like, that'll be a good thing to know about, though, because we can go just walk over and get lunch. Because it usually takes a day to do my tattoos. I mean, he does amazing work. You guys have seen the Kraken and the skeleton and stuff. Like, it's It's really good stuff. So he takes his time because he doesn't want to fuck up. And also, he doesn't charge me an arm and a leg. They wanted $400 everywhere else at least for this. So I think it's wild.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. I was stuffing a pretzel in my face.
No, you're good. What were we just talking about? There was something else that I was going to pull up. Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just saying that I almost fell asleep at a metalcore concert. But noise levels have never been an issue for me. It is usually just like
Star Wars Dog.
It's lighting that is the biggest problem.
What's up, dog? He says, I mean, hey. Like for horses? That's how you spelled it. Yeah, the brothers. No Roman today. He has a neurovirus. So I was like, literally, I don't know how, like, is he not on the news? Because neurovirus is very specific. I feel like the word might be wrong that he's using.
Neurovirus?
That's what he's using. He says he has a neurovirus, dude. I'm like, literally what I said was, did you end up in Mission Impossible? Like, you get gassed in a room? Like,
norovirus? What the fuck?
Yeah,
is
that's
that?
like from a movie, bro. Those are like weaponized.
Is he joking and he just has a cold?
He's been throwing up all day, and so that's not a neurovirus.
No, that checks out. Norovirus. So you Google it, and it says norovirus is the leading cause of vomiting and diarrhea.
Okay,
It's a food. He basically got food poisoning.
Yeah, he's got food poisoning. So
Bro ate a bad Philly.
No, he works. He said he got it from the old folks' home that he works at. He got a neurovirus. Does he have demon now, Rolando?
No, but he is the storm that is approaching.
Yo, dog, he actually just said like a week or two ago he lost like a good amount of weight. So he's doing something.
I'm still kind of sick myself, to be honest. That's why I haven't been to the gym in a little over a week at this point.
I'm trying not to be. Yo, dog, while you're here, actually, fuck, how do I'm going to email this picture to myself. I want dog to see what my artist's idea was, because the filler on this arm, like, the original idea was just like an island with a palm tree, or like a couple palm trees and a treasure chest. And I thought, like closed treasure chest and like it would be on the beach. I didn't think he was going to do the whole underwater landscape with like a little cave and shit like that. So I'm going to pull up the picture because now it just reminds me of Sea of Thieves when you pull up on an island and like under it is just like all this shit to find. And the way the Kraken wraps around it, bro, he did such a good job. He did such a good job. Shit's phenomenal. Here, I'm going to do this. Email this to myself. And then I'm going to go over a couple of trailers with you. If you're down. Ones that I don't know if you have or have not seen, but because that is something that I can do. All right, email. This should be quick and easy, guys. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's very simple. It's a very simple process what I'm doing here. There we go.
Sorry, someone's asking me in a DM about ReZero lore, so.
Yep. You're the guy for it.
Not really, but I mean, I'm probably the only person you know who knows anything about the series.
You are the only person. Well, no, I know somebody else that's really into it, but I don't talk to that person as much anymore. All right. Let me pull this up because I want Dog to see it. Tell me it doesn't remind you of like the way he drew it, a Sea of Thieves island. Yeah, it's all red at the moment because I literally just got it and he did a fuck ton of shading. That's not paint, that's blood. or just redness, because like I said, it felt like I got painted by sunburn today with all the shading. But that's the island. So it's gonna lighten up, and then the Kraken will be like wrapping down, and then we're gonna fill in under this, under the arm with the Kraken's arm, with like darkness. But that was a good filler, bro. That treasure chest in the foreground and like the cave under the island and shit. I was like, bro, did you like play Sea of Thieves before you drew this? Like, shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to sit through actually getting a tattoo. It would be cool, but I'm not sure that that is how I want to spend my time. Oh, pardon.
Depends on how you get one, and where you get one, and if you're doing a sleeve or not. Because this actually, guys, I came up with a really cool idea. So it's gonna fade into space. That's gonna suck. getting all that black with like just white spots in it and shit. It's gonna suck. But it's gonna fade into like a Star Wars half sleeve. So that way I can still have room for Star Wars, because this whole arm's gonna be Lord of the Rings. So boom, that's what I'm gonna do for the Star Wars stuff. It's gonna like kind of pull in just a little bit.
You're certainly not getting into any bathhouses in Japan.
Well, that's fine.
Or hot springs.
Why? Because I have tattoos?
Yeah, there are only like very few places that allow tattoos, and they're all affiliated with the Yakuza.
Ah, well, that's okay. I'll just go to
Ivan talked about it. He was effectively saying that
I'll just do that.
He was effectively saying that it's impossible for him to go to an onsen because he has tattoos. And now you can be the whitest, fattest person ever and have a tattoo, and the older generation will just immediately assume that you're Yakuza. It's weird.
Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I respect the culture. I'll just go there and have tattoos, but I respect the culture.
Certainly.
I'll wear long sleeves if I have to, just to respect them. I'll do that. I'll just wear something nice for the weather. But I would do that. I don't need to go to a bathhouse there.
Why is my YouTube recommendations feeding me my own videos?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what if it's like an anime tattoo? Or like a Star Wars tattoo? Because, like, that's what it is.
It doesn't matter. They just have a generic...
But I don't see any Yakuza guys with, like, an anime chick on. Like...
Look, man, I don't know. It's just I know that tattoos are not really a big thing.
Well, they're not, but they like Americans. Like, I'm an American. There's no way I'm Yakuza, bro. Like, you'll see me there probably. I'll probably fucking vlog some of it if I go to Japan at that point.
I mean, according to people who have actually been there with tattoos, like you are immediately associated with the Yakuza if you have tattoos.
I don't.
It's actually so much of a thing. It's actually like a running joke.
Even if you're a streamer.
Yeah, it's just it's a cultural thing.
Well, I'll wear long sleeves then. Like I said, I'll respect it. That's fine. You don't have to see them. I will wear a shirt in the hot spring, but that's all.
I don't think it's like you can't do anything there. It's specifically just like the hot spring stuff. Like they don't allow people with tattoos, and then maybe some other random businesses or whatever, but. Yeah, it's not like here in America where tattoos are just another thing.
Yeah. I understand that, though. I knew the risks. All right, let's watch a trailer.
What you got? Anything good?
Actually, one that I do think would be good because I really liked the other one. And... I don't know, something about this. It looks like it's gonna be fun, you know. And this is Tron Ares. It just looks like it's gonna be fun. I don't think there's gonna be like anything fucking overtly out of place for it. It just looks like a fun movie so far. I mean, just from this. I like Legacy. I fucking love Legacy. I unapologetically love Legacy.
It's been so long since I've watched it, I can't even remember if it was a good movie or not.
There's like a little bit of plot holes and like some skips and stuff, but it's fun as fuck, and the soundtrack hits, dude. The Daft Punk soundtrack's amazing, and Nine Inch Nails is doing the soundtrack for this one.
120 miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
Yes, so was I, Rolando.
I'm looking for something.
I was also saying.
Something I do not understand. Ready? Because there's no going back.
It's fucking Morgan time, bro. Yeah, I'm going to see that. I don't care.
I'll probably check it out. I mean, I haven't really been super interested in a lot of movies, but that one looks like it could just be fun. Like, I had a friend invite me to the Minecraft movie just because he wanted to hang out. And I'm like, look.
Did you watch it?
No. I was like, I was literally like, I know it's been a while since we hung out, dude, but the last thing I want to do is torture myself with the Minecraft movie. This one I'll actually probably like suggest going to see, but there aren't really a whole
Well, that's only the first trailer too. We're probably gonna get another one.
There aren't really a whole lot of like movies that I am terribly interested in seeing anymore. Like literally,
dog. See,
I think the two big ones are going to be like Chainsaw Man and.
Oh, I'm going to see.
There's one coming out closer to Christmas, I think.
We're gonna talk about Chainsaw Man the movie after it comes out, right? So I have
probably.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see it. I want to see it. I need to see it, but dog, I disagree with this. Just for the soundtrack alone, that's something you want to hear in the theater. The sound effects in Tron are phenomenal. I mean, I have it on a really nice TV. You know what? I'm gonna fucking watch Tron tonight, but I have it on a really good TV here.
Fucking Tron simp.
Yeah, dude, I watched Atlantis the other day because I have Disney Plus back, and the only things that I've watched are I'm rewatching Andor because my parents want to watch it before season 2 comes out.
And yeah, dog. I was actually listening to people talking about that earlier today.
Yeah, Andor is phenomenal. I know Dog does. I don't know if Dog doesn't like Andor. Caleb doesn't like Andor because Andor doesn't have lightsabers in it, and there's no Jedi. But there is reference to them like multiple times. It's just not that type of story. Like he just is. He is set on the fact that every Star Wars thing should have to do with the Jedi in some way, which I'm okay with. That is an opinion that you can have, and that's fine. And you know, like
you should rename yourself to Dog then, because just Dog, not Star Wars Dog. If you don't like.
Oh, Rolando, I think their Andor coverage was great. Well, Andor's really fucking good. If you get into like you just like the first half is all set up, and the second half of the season is all bangers. The acting is phenomenal. If you're a fan of acting, watch the show because Stellan Skarsgård is absolutely fucking phenomenal.
I'm a fan of acting like I'm not dead inside.
Well, that's true. Well, yeah, of course you do, Star Wars dog. So do I. But I'm saying this is the only thing that I enjoy from Disney Star Wars. So guys, just let me have this one. Okay.
I'm not gonna stop you from enjoying it, dude. Like, have you seen any of my fucking anime tier lists or any of the streams I've done with other people? Like, I have some objectively shit things that I really do enjoy. So I'm not gonna judge someone for liking it. I mean, I will call out the thing for sucking ass if I think it sucks ass. But
well, yeah, if Andor season 2 sucks ass, I will say that it sucks ass.
I'm not going to try and stop you from enjoying it, but that also means you can't stop me from talking shit about it.
So, like, yeah, I hate Mexican solo, but he says I'm just kidding. I'll try it because that's very true.
I would say that's racist, Rolando, but we expect that from you.
So, Star Wars dog, I just like how gritty Andor is. I do like that it's rough and tumble, but I also love the acting, and I love the whole Mon Mothma's part with like this Game of Thrones aspect where she's like pulling strings and shit. It's really good. The storytelling is very good, and the characters are really good. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of Andor as a character. I am, though. I liked him in Rogue One. I didn't see him as a Han Solo type character. I saw him as a assassin. That's what he was when in the first shot that you see him in the movie when he kills that guy who was an informant for him. Like, I see him as an assassin, like a ruthless rebel, like a ruthless rebel, like somebody that'll do whatever it takes. And that's kind of how I saw him. I never saw him as a Han Solo type character at all. Han Solo is a lovable scoundrel. Cassian is not, but he does the right thing in the end. And that's kind of what I like about him in the show is that he kills people. We don't get that in Star Wars anymore, bro. They never kill the bad guys. They kill like faceless stormtroopers, but they don't kill the bad guys when they have the chance to kill like the main bad guys. Andor does. He'll just be like, nope, fuck you. I'm not even going to listen to your monologue. He shoots people in the middle of their monologue. It's fantastic. Like, I love all the characters in Andor. I love his friend Brasso. I like Bix. Which I don't know if you guys heard this. This is one thing, Crimson, that I don't know if you'd be interested to hear. There is a rumor that there is a grape soda scene in Andor Season 2 towards this character of Bix.
Why the fuck do you think I would be interested in that? Who do you what?
I mean, I said interested to hear because we talk about this with the anime shit and how it's not right. So how do you feel about it with it like it's not said if it's implied or not, if it's actually shown or implied, but it is an adult show. That's why I'm asking you because you usually have an opinion on these type of things.
Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Sorry. It just sounded like you were implying like I had a particular fetish or something.
Oh, dude.
Which I do have fetishes, but that's not one of them, okay? I'm not going to say, and I'm not Roman. I'm not going to go out here and say them on the internet.
Oh, this banner is all wrong. I'm just going to hide that.
As far as that goes, I don't, well, I would expect to see some people talk about it on Twitter about how it's problematic and all that, but I don't really see a whole lot of Star Wars Twitter anymore. Most of my stuff is like anime and all that.
So here's what would happen. It was apparently it's an Imperial officer that takes sexual advantage of her.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I mean,
so you're making a bad guy out to be extra evil?
So I was gonna say like that would happen, and people's argument is that it shouldn't happen in Star Wars because that's for 12-year-olds. But they also don't use that argument all the time as well. So that's why I'm asking you, because I'm like, I like dude, I've always wanted a rated R Star Wars, always. And like I know that's wrong because a lot of people will disagree with that, but give me like a fucking rated R Star Wars movie. And
I don't know that the
because you can do there like there's some
I don't know much about Andor, so I can't really judge as far as that. I think you could make something like that work, but you would have to be dealing with like
Star Wars shows. Like there's a lot of death, there's suicide in it, there's like
Mhm.
killing in it, a lot of killing in it. Like it's
Yeah, well,
very
as far as that goes, I think you could easily
Andor
make
to
something
kids.
like this work in a show about like the underworld, bounty hunters, all that kind of stuff. Like if you were going to do like a Mandalorian or like Book of Boba Fett sort of thing, where you take these characters who actually are like parts of the underworld and did something like that in one of those series where they're actually like dealing with some like fucked up individuals, I think that would work. And I think you could justifiably get away with that. I don't know how it fits into Andor. I don't have a problem with a rated R Star Wars. It just
What?
feels
That's
a little, I don't know, out of place for everything that's been Star Wars up to this point. It almost feels a little too dark for Star Wars, something a little too heavy for the series to actually have.
Well, that's what people are saying, and like I would agree unless you just were to say like, yeah, like this show is for adult. Like they're not gonna show it clearly. It's not gonna be like Game of Thrones.
Mhm.
Like it's not gonna be like the scene when Sansa and like on her wedding night. Like that's not gonna happen, right? We're not gonna see that, but it's in the trailer of an Imperial officer grabbing at her. And listen, this could also all be blown up, right? It could be as simple as like he rips her clothes and stuff. And the next shot,
Well, some people would even find that problematic, but
well, I agree, yeah, but some people are pussies. So
here's the thing. It's kind of like the same. I kind of find it a little bit in, not entirely, because there are some like major differences, but a little bit in the same vein as the problem with having the thirst trap scene in the Acolyte. Like, why? In this, it actually serves a purpose to show to like demonstrate some evil and show that like the bad guys are actually bad guys. But we already know like the Empire is already like, if you're up to date on Star Wars lore, you already know that like the Empire is like they're down with like genocide and fascism and all that sorts of things.
They're Nazis. And the thing is, like,
you don't need to have a R word scene to demonstrate that Imperial officers are scum. I mean, I think there are better demonstrations that you could have used there, like just them being absolutely heartless towards killing people who are insubordinate or whatever.
So
I think that would be
what the character has gone through in season 1, it would be the final straw type of thing. You know what I mean? Like it would be, because she has been beaten down by the Empire multiple times and she keeps just like regressing, and like something like that would actually strengthen her as a character and give Cassian a reason to fight even harder. Kind of like Guts and what happened to Casca, but on a much less level. Because that's kind of Cassian's girl.
Obligatory fuck Griffith.
Yes. Obligatory fuck Griffith. But that's kind of how I would see it, you know, like it would make Cassian even more the
in a generic sense. I'll say that those sorts of moments do have their place in fiction, and artists and writers are allowed to cover whatever material or whatever sorts of material they want to.
I think it's within implied. I think it's literally going to be her getting dragged by the Imperial officer, like, and then it's going to cut and it's going to go to a different scene, and then she's going to come walking out and her clothes are going to be all tattered and she'll be all, like it's going to be implied, and she'll maybe have a conversation with Cassian about it. But that's really all I think we're going to see. I don't think it's going to be any Game of Thrones level versions of anything like that. No, nothing fucked up. I don't think that Disney would allow that. But I mean, I guess we'll see. They know it's an adult show. It's not. It's darker than The Mandalorian, I'll tell you that. And they fucking cut heads off in that show. So
Yeah. I think you are allowed to write those sorts of scenes and depict stuff like that. I would just be careful with what your intent behind it is, because I mean, some story, I don't know. You touch on some weird things, but First Amendment and all of that, and like artistic expression, some people actually do deal with their own like personal like childhood traumas through writing stories and stuff like this. I mean, there have been a couple of cases like that where people have written some awful stuff and are like, this is how I cope with what happened to me as a kid.
yeah. Well, I mean,
so you can't limit that just in that sense. But as far as it goes for Star Wars, it depends on how they're going to portray it. It may end up being a little too heavy a topic for the series, for the franchise.
I mean, Ryan Kennel was not wrong. Like, he was like, I don't really care. It depends on how they do it. Like, if they do it in the way that it's implied, that's better. If they show it, like, that could be very problematic. But if it's implied, then, like, yeah, of course, the Empire did that. Like, we see that in a ton of books with the Twi'leks and other races. And we also see that, like, why do you think Leia was dressed like that in Return of the Jedi? Like, because those were whores. They were being whored out to Jabba's bounty hunters. Like, that's...
Where the hose, where the hose, where the hose.
It just didn't happen to Leia yet. Like, that's literally explained in the books.
Imagine being petrified and in the cuck chair. Poor Han Solo.
I know, bro. Yo, I found this out today, guys. I know you guys know this. I fucking hate Jelly Roll. He's a cuck, too. Apparently, he was on a podcast. I don't know how true this is, but I guess my tattoo artist was telling me about it, because I was telling him how I fucking hate Jelly Roll. And he does, too. But he was like, bro, I was watching a podcast, and, like, he was on there. And apparently he lets his wife bang other people. I was like, so he's as smelly as fuck and he's fat as shit and a cuck. Damn. I hate him, bro. He annoys me.
Huh.
Dude, I went on like a 30-minute rant about him one time with Rose.
I know, I was listening.
Yeah. But apparently he's also a cuck, so that just gives me another reason.
I think I was driving at the time, and I was laughing my ass off listening to you.
Yeah, Rolando, he's
you spurred out hard that day.
Yeah, I did, dude. I was like, and then I just started making fun of every rapper in the book. I was just not having it with them fuckers. It looks like all the ones that look stupid. I'm gonna have like drive-bys rolling up at the crib. Well, like, why do you gotta look stupid to be a rapper? Why can't you just look like a normal dude? Like, Lil Dicky looks like a normal dude.
Because then you become someone like Fable or Eminem or NF.
Yeah, but like 50 Cent looks like a normal dude.
He does.
Dr. Dre looks like a normal dude.
I think Snoop Dogg looks like a pretty normal dude as well.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg just looks like a normal Rastafarian man, but he's not. But he looks like a normal Rastafarian.
No, it is a new thing where people think I don't know, people just attach clout like, oh, I have clout now, everyone knows my name, I'm gonna dress like a fucking pineapple.
Yeah, bro. Yo, speaking of dressing like a pineapple, fucking what's his name's son?
Do you realize how little that narrows down?
Jaden Smith. So what's his name's son? Will Smith's son. Jaden Smith. He looks like a fucking idiot everywhere he goes. Have you seen any picture of him outside of his house? He looks retarded.
It doesn't help that he's Will Smith's son, so
yeah, he's got to be pretty fucked up. Like, look at his mom and his dad. Jesus.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm sorry for anybody listening.
I never would have defended that woman after that fucking interview.
No, dude, not in a million years. Fuck
If I
that.
were him, I would have been laughing the hardest at all those jokes.
Oh, fuck her, dude. Yeah, I would have been cracking the fuck up and staring at her as she looked all pissed off. I'd be like, ah, ha, 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 ah! Like,
I would have been pointing at her and laughing at her.
shit, bro. I have alopecia. I don't give a fuck what you said, Tanisha. Shut up.
I don't care. You're bald, bitch.
All right, let's watch another trailer.
I'm gonna dip for a bit actually because you caught me right as I got home. Oh wait, no, this is Dead Reckoning. This is one I'm actually interested in.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Well, we'll go over this one, and then I'm gonna dip so I can clean up, and I'll be back later.
Okay.
You got me literally as I was getting home, and I was on a cliffhanger and solo leveling, so I had to grab the last volume off my shelf and see where it goes.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, Dead Reckoning. I'm also gonna be seeing. And
Not
you
like
know,
I was particularly a huge fan of the last Dead Reckoning because it's not like the most amazing movie, but it is a Mission Impossible, and I got what I expected out of it, and it was fun. So
I love Mission Impossible, and you know what? You know that he's doing this. This is real. This motherfucker is literally just on planes in this movie.
yeah, well, he's always been a psycho, so.
But I actually do think that Tom Cruise is one of like the last true movie stars.
Well, yeah, somehow he escaped the downfall of Scientology.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
He's effectively like him and Henry Cavill, I think, are like the last people who like legitimately like their name alone gets people to pay attention to something that they're in.
Yeah. Except for really old actors. I mean, like actors in their age group, like in the 40s to 60s. Because this motherfucker is 60. You tell me Scientology's not real? Adrenochrome's not real? Look at him. He looks the same. He doesn't age. He's a lizard. I love him though. I love him to death. Tom Cruise is the shit. I will see almost any.
Mom, Tom Cruise won't come out of the closet.
Yeah, right. I will actually see pretty much any movie Tom Cruise is in, though. I'm not lying about that. Because it's usually a good movie. Usually. I think the only
unless it's Mission Impossible 2, then we don't.
Mission Impossible 2 and The Mummy were not that good. But everything else that he's been in, like, dude, Interview with the Vampire, fire. All right, let's watch it.
This can't all be true.
Every word. CIA Black Vault break-in. Am I reading this correctly? The Kremlin.
Infamous, the bomb was actually meant to kill him.
He gassed a security briefing. That was just 2 months ago.
This explains the handcuffs. It's still not clear why he's here. If we want to bring the world back from the brink, we have to deal with him.
Should he choose to accept?
Smart people on every side are close to panicking.
What exactly is your plan?
Your team has been betrayed, Ethan. All your secrets compromised. Everything you are, everything you've done has come to this.
You gave him an aircraft carrier?
I'm sorry, but the Tom Cruise with an aircraft carrier?
Yeah, right?
Calling. Your destiny. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
Yo, this motherfucker's insane.
Yeah, no fucking
I
kidding.
need you to trust me. One last time.
I do trust you on that, Tom. I do. I trust you. That movie was fun. I do absolutely trust Tom one last time. That shit looks fun as fuck.
It does look like it's going to be fun. And I think I'll go see it because, I mean, Dead Reckoning and Top Gun Maverick were good movies. I enjoyed them. So I at least have enough faith to, like, look at those. But I don't expect this last Mission Impossible movie to be something, like, groundbreaking or whatever. It's a dumb, like, spy action flick, okay?
Yeah, but here's the thing, dude. Nobody ever puts Ethan Hunt up there with, like, James Bond, Jason Bourne, and shit. It's like Ethan Hunt's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, all right.
He's pretty fucking sick, dude. This motherfucker does crazier shit than both of them. He's like, I'm just gonna climb the tallest building in the world with gloves that glue to it. Like, what? He's like, nah, it'll work. If you're blue, you're glue. If you're red, you're dead. Like, dude, Mission Impossible is sick as fuck. I can't wait for that movie.
Yeah, that's another one that I guess I'm interested at least enough to check out.
That and Tron. And you know what? I'm gonna see Jurassic World too. I'm gonna, just because I like to watch. At the end of the day, I like to watch dinosaurs like attack people. So. No, Rolando, obviously fucking not as much as James Bond. I love how he used I haven't heard that word since I watched like the movie Friday with Chris Tucker and Ice Cube. Poo-tang. I haven't heard that fucking word in years. That's hilarious.
Sorry. I'm a dip. I'll be right back.
All right, you're good. Take your time. I'm gonna chill for a bit. All right, guys. I guess I'll put my camera back on. Fuck. Jesus. Give you something to look at. What else can we go over? Oh, yeah. If anybody's in the Philadelphia area, I'm going to the Dave Landau concert on Sunday. So, or not concert, I guess, but comedy show. So I'll be there. If you want to say what's up, say what's up. But it should be fun. I apologize for being quiet. I'm just trying to find something else to talk about real quick until somebody else shows up. You know what? I guess I could do this. Yeah, I know, Rolando. It is kind of far. Definitely for you. No, we'll meet up at some point, brother. I'm trying to make it to probably the G&G like neurotic meetup that's down there in Orlando for like MegaCon, because Star Wars Theory is going to be there. A couple other people are going to be there. I've met Theory before, and that was great. I mean, he's a good guy. We had a lot of fun. But I met him, hung out with him for like 5-10 minutes. And it was when he wasn't that big. It was only 2019, so I want to say maybe 1 million subs. Maybe not even yet. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I want to go to one of those meetups. I'm trying to hit one that's around that time, maybe even Texas. What is it? Dallas Fan Expo, I think. So I'm thinking about doing that. So it would be that. It would be MegaCon in Florida, Orlando, because that's I could stay down there if I wanted to and take a train up to Orlando. So I'm thinking about doing that, or going to the one in Dallas, and I definitely want to do ICC so I can hang out with John Graber. Hopefully X-Wing if he can make it out. A couple other people. ICCC is so early this year though, it's not possible. Like they literally just had it in October and now it's in May or something. So yeah, I'm not making it to that. There's no way. But I do want to do a meetup with as many people as possible. So those are the ones that I'll probably be going to. At least one of them if I can this year. So if I go, then I would like to be able to hang out with you guys while I'm there. If one of you guys can make it. Even if it's just one of you, bro, I'll buy you dinner. We'll hang out. That'd be cool. That would be cool. But yeah, those are what I'm trying to hit, if possible. Other than this vape. But yeah, I'm sorry we had to do it on a Wednesday tonight. That's why there's a little bit less of a crowd, I'm assuming. Roman got infected by a neurovirus from a movie. And yeah, if you're going to try to get to Dallas, then Dallas Fan Expo, I think, would be the one that I'm going to try to get to. Because it should be the same group. Most of G&G. They usually do a meetup. I want to go to the Vegas meetup at some point, but I don't know how possible that'll be. Because I would prefer to have Roman go with me to one of the expos, just so we could make a little bit of content while we're there, at the con. But at the Vegas meetup, I mean, we're not going to make content. We would just hang out in Vegas for 3 days. Get there, hang out, go to the meetup the next day, hang out, and then leave. So, yeah, I prefer to go to one of the cons. Like Dallas Fan Expo sounds like a good one, but the Orlando one's great because Universal's right there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can hit Universal during the day, you can hit Disney during the day if you wanted to. Like I haven't been to Galaxy's Edge, honestly because I don't really want to go, but given the opportunity, I'd hit it. And preferably, I would like to go to Universal again and check out the Harry Potter shit again, and then also do Avatar. I think Avatar would be cool. Because I haven't gotten to do any of the Avatar stuff. So I think going to MegaCon in Orlando is probably the one that I want to do the most. Because that way I can hit the parks. We can hang out in Florida. And we go to the meetup. We'll probably see some people that we know from chat. Which I think would be cool. I mean, not even just our chat. I'll probably know some people from other chats. I mean, I think X-Wing went there last year, so that would be nice. If I could hang out with X-Wing. If I could see Jay, Drunk 3PO in person, that'd be cool. So I'll try and get some other people involved, but that's the one I think I'm going to go to, if I can. Depending on what time of year it's going to be. And if that doesn't work out, then I guess it'll probably be Dallas. Depending. I mean, if Dallas is earlier, then it won't be Dallas. But I don't think it will be. And fuck, man, my arm still burns. Look how red this shit is, guys. I'm not trying to dissuade you from getting tattoos because it's fucking cool. But it does hurt. Sometimes. This one just happened to hurt more than the other ones. But not more than all of them. I wasn't sitting there screaming. I was just sitting there every once in a while I'd be That's it. Wasn't that bad. Like I said, just felt like sunburn. Just felt like sunburn. And somebody said they'd be here in an hour-ish, and they're not here yet. So I guess what I'm going to go over is going to be this trailer. Which, I don't know if you guys have seen it. Be a fan of like 80s and 90s comedy? Because I am. You know, movies such as Airplane, Pink Panther, The Naked Gun. Well, there's a new Naked Gun coming out. So, we'll just watch this trailer real quick. Because I'll probably end up watching this too, just because I'm a fan of the old comedy. And I'll just watch it and review it and be like, yeah, don't watch it. Or watch it. I like Liam Neeson, who's in it. So, but he's not Leslie Nielsen. Liam Neeson, Leslie Nielsen. Wonder if they were trying to do something there.
Multiple SWAT units responding to hostage situation.
Hey, little girl, stop.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version.
That's the sound of the police.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you. Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
Sound of the police. That's how it never be.
Yeah. I do like the guy that plays Stingray from Cobra Kai. I appreciate the fact that he has another role. He's funny in Cobra Kai, which, by the way, is an amazing show. Which I highly recommend. Highly recommend Cobra Kai. There is literally nothing else, though, that I'm watching right now. It's just mostly YouTube. I don't know about you guys. Like, I've been rewatching Falling Skies. That old show that was about, like, it's kind of like Walking Dead, but instead of zombies, it was aliens invading Earth. It's pretty good. I remember watching it every week when it came out, but I remember barely anything about it except for like the first couple seasons. So I've been watching it. I'm on season 5. I enjoy it. I already watched Burn Notice like way too many times. I'm about to rewatch Black Sails. Black Sails is phenomenal. Anybody who likes pirate stuff, watch Black Sails. It's like Pirates of the Caribbean with like, well, I wouldn't even say Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's like pirates with Game of Thrones aspects. And if you've ever read Treasure Island, it's also Treasure Island. And as well as that, it's like real life history just mixed with the characters from Treasure Island. Fucking phenomenal. Great show. 4 seasons. It's on Netflix. You can watch it on Netflix. I know you all have Netflix. Don't lie to me. Watch Black Sails. Do it. That show's great. That show's great. Guys, I'm really not entirely sure what else to talk about. I'm just kind of hanging out at this point. Yeah, should have made some changes to this. But you know what? Let's see. Well, Snow White is failing at the box office, but I don't need to pull up anything to show you guys that. I think that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Yeah, I mean, there's literally like nothing really going on as much. Oh, what the fuck? People are stupid, guys. Old Commander Cody is gonna rescue Ventress in the underworld the underworld show. And like, you know what? Maybe that happens. But at the moment, I don't believe it. But if it happens, it happens, I guess. It would be nice to just get like a resolution to Commander Cody. Bill Burr is trying to defend Snow White. I did hear that. Yes. I absolutely heard that. There, I'll do that. You can see my Middle Earth background. But yeah, no, I did hear about Bill Burr. I think that's kind of hilarious. Because that's just kind of how man, Bill Burr, you just see it's very obvious the fall, right? Because if you just look at the things that he says from time to time, he goes from defending himself to just not defending himself to just being on the complete opposite end of what he preached. And I'd probably still laugh at some of his comedy. But I'm like, come on, Bill. Come on, Billius. What are you doing? What are we doing? What are you doing? Bill Burrius. Oh. Oh shit, that's fucking dope. I'm just scrolling through my YouTube real quick and an old song got shown to me. Oh, here's something else I can talk about. Have you guys, any anime fans out here, or fans of Cowboy Bebop in general, watched Lazarus yet? Because you can watch Lazarus on HBO Max. Or Max, or whatever you want to call it. And also, it should be on Hulu, I believe. And I think it's also available on, wherever you get your Adult Swim. But I watched the first episode of Lazarus yesterday, and I quite enjoyed it. It's a really cool premise. It's very much inspired by Cowboy Bebop because it's from Watanabe. So, it would be. But it is very much like he fights with his feet. He's good at parkour. He looks kind of like Spike. He's kind of sort of suave in a way, but not really, not as much as Spike is. He's like half of Spike's charisma, I would say. And the one chick is voiced by the same voice actress that voices Faye Valentine. So yeah, I quite liked the show. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, Lazarus is pretty dope. Highly recommend it. And honestly, since nobody else is really popping in, I've hit over an hour. I'm thinking about just ending it here, unless you guys have something else that I should talk about. But honestly, I don't think we've really got much news yet. So maybe if I have the chance, if I have the time, well, I know if I do any stream on Saturday night, it'll be on Crimson's channel. But maybe I'll do a late night stream on Friday night. Maybe. We'll see. I am busy Friday, but we'll see. So if possible, yeah, I will do a late night stream on Friday night because I know Roman's not going to be on that, but I can be on that. So, yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, in that case, guys, I am going to end you with something special. The old intro.
So, I barked on a song. Fuck off.
You shake a pretty mean cake, Batman.
I'm about to waste my fucking money on the M&M Funko. You need to stop! Help me!
There are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Sorry I'm late. Bring me that horizon. Afraid I got lost on the path of life.
You gotta go, you gotta go.